Hi, standing here. Yeah, it's a little dark, I know. I'm trying out my live stream. I have never used this before, so I want to see what it looks like and what it does. So I'm currently using OBS Studio and trying to see how hard it is to stream. I'd like to do some live stream videos. Uh, Now I'm going to go ahead and just check my phone real quick, make sure everything is online, see if uh, see if I can find my stream on the computer, on the phone, and see what's actually outputting. And then I'm going to do a quick demonstration of just how to compile WLED. It's not going to be uh, very long, probably less than a minute. We just want to mainly see what we can, how this video comes across. So I had turned the volume on, or else it won't work. I apologize for the dark video. I have to get a light here in my on my webcam. Actually, I could just turn the lights on in the room, but like I said, I'm just trying to see how to get this done. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Oh, maybe I need to back up a little bit. Okay, and move my monitor. Hey, there we go. Now we're in business. See, now you can see my whole face. All right, you can hear who's talking. So basically, what we got here is WLED. For those who don't know, we have WLED, and what it will do, and this is the Arduino IDE. So the main thing that we need to know is what libraries we need, and that's where I got burned, and I want to show, if I can, or at least explain. So here it'll explain where your sketchbook is, which is right here in this particular task right here. I did not. Hang on, let me add this window. Window capture. Okay, so here it's telling me where the Arduino IDE, where this is, and such. Actually, I opened up the wrong window. What I need is the library editor. So let's go now and open up the library editor. So that's going to be under Sketch. You can't see this, but under Sketch, and then include library, and then there's a Manage Libraries button. And when we click on that, we will get a window, or at least I hope we will. Okay, we will not get a window. All right, well, let me open up Finder and see if I can just find it manually. Danny, so it's going to be in your home directory, and on the Mac, I'm on a Mac right now. Applications. Oh. Okay, well, that's a bust. Anyhow, the key is you open the Arduino IDE. There are several. Oh, there's my library manager. My Mac is running very slow today. I see why. It's updating the list of installed. It was updating the list of installed libraries. So here we go. So now here's all the libraries I have, and you can see at the bottom it's saying updating list of libraries. So I'm waiting for that to finish, and then at that point I will be able to show you all the libraries I actually have installed. And these are the libraries that are required for WLED. Let's give it a second. I forgot about this update feature, or else I would have done this prior to hitting the live button. Alright, let's see. Install. I guess we're all learning together. So here's what's installed. So I have some Bridge, I have Explorer, Ethernet. So I have plenty of things installed, but what's required for WLED, let's see if I can get it. Show it. Okay, well, it's definitely not cooperating today. One moment. Preferences. Users, Danny, documents. Okay, so let me open up Finder. And this is where my fun is coming in today, because there it is. Documents. Arduino. So for some reason, my documents folder was hiding from me. So let me add this Finder window to OBS here. And Finder. So these are going to be in your Arduino folder, typically. It's going to be in your Arduino folder, which is usually under your Documents folder in your user profile. And on the Mac, it's going to be Users, Username, Documents, which I'm able to click on the left-hand sidebar where it says Documents here. And you can see I have some different documents. And then now it'll show under Libraries. And under Libraries, I have these are now all the libraries that I have installed. Now, not all of these are required for WLED. I know this one is. I know this one, this one, this one, and I believe this one are required. So those are all need to be installed. Catch is you can't install all of them through the Arduino Libraries Manager, which is what I was trying to look at just a moment ago with this guy here. This. You can't install them all through this Library Manager. Some of them need to be installed through the actual, you need to go to the actual website and download them. And all of those things are documented on WLED. So it will tell you, go here, download these libraries. And so you download the zip file, and then that's where you're going to tell Arduino it's going to be under Sketch, Manage Libraries, and then add zip file. And when that happens, the zip file will get added, or Sketch, include libraries, and then add zip library. And what that will do is, when that happens, you'll be able to add those files you just downloaded in from GitHub and put them into your Arduino IDE. After that, it's as simple as coming back to the Arduino IDE. You're going to click the the verify button, which is this check mark up in the top left corner. I have to click this because I do not have a device. And so I'm going to click this, and we'll see down at the bottom it says compiling Sketch, and it's going to run for a moment. And then at that point in time, after it's done running and checking all the requirements, it'll actually compile and create a binary. And a real question you might ask is, why do this versus just downloading the binary from WLED? The real reason would be if you want to change your Wi-Fi network. So somewhere in here, and we're going to learn together because I have not looked, we are going to find the, so here's the first thing is this WLED, that's your AP and over-the-air default passwords. So by building it myself, since many people use WLED, let's say I was concerned about somebody coming near my house and knowing that I'm using WLED, then right here it would allow me to change it. The other thing I'm able to do is by default put in my Wi-Fi configurations. So I can put here, come over here for example and put in Danny's network, and then come here and put Danny's secret pass. And so now what will happen is when I go ahead and I build this WLED software, it will actually just try and join my Wi-Fi network by default, and it won't need to go into this AP mode. So as long as I put a valid network here, when WLED boots up, it'll just try and go straight to my Wi-Fi network. And I prefer this. I prefer this over using the binary, having to go to AP mode, especially if you're going to flash more than just one controller. Trying new software versions is great, but if you're trying a new software version multiple times, or if you're going to load that new software version multiple times, it's nice to have this Wi-Fi network already populated, so I don't need to change over to the laptop or the phone to the AP, and then so on and so forth, to be able to go through that process. It's nice to have it just come up and run. And then if you set a static IP on your router like I do, what generally happens is it'll come up, the IP, you already know the IP address, you already know, because all of that's based on the MAC address of the controller. So maybe I can do a future video of a simple way to go and set up, get those MAC addresses, set that up, and show you how to do that in your router so that you can just go straight from the start. And you'll see this is actually a fairly large project, and so therefore it has not fully finished compiling yet. And a lot of that just has to do with my Mac. On my Windows machine, which is a little bit faster than this Mac that I have, I know, pretty sure it would have been compiled already. But on this particular Mac, I have OBS, I have several things running in the background right now, plus I have multiple users logged in. So it's taking a little bit of time just to get it going. And as soon as it's done, I'll show you where the path to the file is, and that's the file you would go download your favorite flash tool of choice. Now for me, what I like to use as my flash tool, let me see if I can get a browser window open. MCU flash. Okay, hang on, let me see if I can add this window here. Window capture. Okay, so I like to use this Node MCU flasher. It's been one of the best ones here recently compared to an older version of one of these tools that I used to use. This was, you know, a little bit nicer. Where is, did I go to the right one? So this does not have the Mac version, so I must be, let's see. There we go. I want, oops. I want the high flasher. Okay, so this is the one that we want, and this is the one that we want, and it's a little bit nicer than than the older one I used to use. It allows you to select the serial port and such, and then this one I just noticed it looks like this one will actually show the MAC address of the device you just flashed, which is really nice because then we're able to log into our router and see that. So that's on the, let's see, that's going to be on this Marcel Store Node MCU Pi Flasher. And it's very, very nice compared to, this is the old tool, this ESP tool.py. And by using just that tool alone, it works, but it doesn't have some of the features that this one has. So this one is very much a little bit nicer. Let's see if we can get this to run. Still waiting for this sketch to compile, it looks like. So let's see if we can get this to download real quick here on the live. I clicked the wrong button apparently. Don't want virus scan. I want to download from GitHub. Save link as. Oh, I don't want to cancel. I know. I downloaded the wrong thing. All right. I was trying to read. It did exactly what I asked. I tried to read the virus scan report, which I do not want to read. At the present moment, for better or for worse, I trust that it's going to work. Alright, it's running through its paces down here. It looks like I'm getting close on that compile. My download is trying to open. Hear my hard drive swirling. Yeah, I've been enjoying this Mac significantly, and I really do a good job taxing it pretty good. So that's why when I use it, sometimes I end up crippling it almost. It's a 2009 iMac, and it worked great until probably about 6 months ago. Really, one of the last OS updates really just seemed to cripple it. It's off of support now from OS updates and shopping for a new Mac. I've had this one now for several years, and it's been a great backup computer. I love the big screen. So my daily driver is a Windows machine, but this one works for an actual desktop. In fact, it's the only desktop I have. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do, if this does not open here, does not look, let's see if I can open this in a different window real quick. If it does not open, then what I'm going to do is I am just going to go ahead and end the live stream here. Oh, here, it looks like it's opening. And once it opens up and I'm able to run it, I will get that up on the screen. I'll show you how to configure it for Wled. Okay, so it's copying to my applications folder. Amazing, such a tiny application takes a good long time to open up over here. Let's see if I can. There it is. It's opening up. Let me get OBS set up to get rid of this. You can see I'm still compiling here. Alright, well, I have to figure out how to get that to run. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the live stream. I can't get this compile to run because I have so many windows open for today. So we're going to leave it just like it is. But now you've seen, I've tested my live stream. I know it works. So now I'm going to have some better planned live streams, some more planned live streams versus just an impromptu here at 7:30 in the morning where I said, hey, let me see if I can get this live stream working. So check back, keep up with the channel, and we will be back here streaming. Thank you. Have a great day.